Hey there guys, this is for all you who stuck around till the very end. Basically, I caught a taco giraffe. This is one of the ones that we saw, I think, and didn't quite capture. Slash befriend. Slash take into our awesome zoo, because aren't we just the most amazing? So, what's his name? Oh, his name is Paddington! Okay, right, start a new episode, but not really. Basically, very early. I have a new giraffe, and we're going to try and get him and see what he is. Basically, I've already captured two other... The highballer! Aww. Jade the highballer. And there goes the end of me. So let's just head up to the zoo. Got a lot of money, did a tour. Pretty good. So let's just have a look at his description. No, his description. Trots the globe. Shoots hoops, not guns. Righty-ho then. So, we also got the Electro Zebra. It fights for the users. So that's fifth. That's 5 out of 6 zebras that we have so far. That's awesome. And the Gruffalo. A bold new designer buffalo on the runway this season. It has caused quite a stir. Yes, we got 2 of those, and we now have 5 of the buffalo and 5 of the zebras. And I did see another new ostrich. It was like all flamboyant and stuff. I didn't manage to catch that one, or I would have showed you guys. I'll just do the zebras and buffaloes, unless it's a really cool one. The last one, I'll just do them and show them in the next episode. So yeah, now get ready for the awesome intro. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Basically, if we catch an ostrich, an elephant, or a giraffe, I'll be there and I'll show you. But the zebras and buffaloes, you know, we've done loads of times, so I think I'll just do those. And ostriches, elephants, and giraffes, you guys can see. That sound fair? Yes, it does. So we're very close to unlocking the next... Well, we're not. We could unlock the next section. Kind of feel mean for only having it at level 2. There are 4 of them. Fine, just once. So I'm going to upgrade this section. Then we're going to have new animals sighted. Go find them. Right, so we're going to try and get this new creature, and then we're going to end this part of the episode, and then we'll go on to the main part of the episode. It's very early in the morning, and I have stuff to do. Yeah, and I switched around the starting creature, so it's now a mammoth. It's just a lot easier because it gives you a head start in the game and all. I mean, they can travel really far basically without dying. But once they get angry, they throw you off. So, what? Okay, it's on this side. I don't know what that was. I have to find out. I always get lured to the left-hand side of the screen. And then that happens. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I probably shouldn't have, killed myself that last time. Befriended the vulture. Okay. Slippers. Aww. No. Okay, right, let's go build a habitat for slippers. Let's give him some water. And no food. Yeah, there's slippers. They will scavenge far and wide to find their meals, but insist on travelling light. They only fly with carrion baggage. So that's 1 out of 6 vultures. So we'll get all of those, or at least 3 more in this episode. So I'll be back in a minute because I've got to go do stuff. So thank you, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye. Well, not bye bye, because I mean. Hello, 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 I'm the Video Community, and I'll be your host for another episode of Rodeo Stampede. Now, we did already start this episode, but I mean, we didn't actually have a proper intro, you know, so we gotta have a proper intro. So, what are we going to do today? We are going to get, well, firstly, we have a newcomer amongst us, the Egyptian vulture. Unlike their follically challenged cousins, this species discovered a miracle hair growth formula. Very nice. So we shall now open for business. And there are 9 families. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's open it up. Let's get us some money bills. Dollar bills. Could be a cool kid joke. So, in this episode, we now have vultures. Now, these guys are a pain to get because when they rampage, like when they get all angry, smangy bangy, they will swoop and dive everywhere. Oh yeah, so no, I showed you this. Look, when he gets angry, swoop, and that is what they do when you try and tame them. They go swoop-de-swoop. It is literally ridiculous. Now, we do have a mission at the moment, which is to smash another creature with, you know, the opening charge of the buffalo. Look, I'll show you. Wait, we can get... Chabam! Whew. Aha! Let's get ourselves a mammoth. So, our goal right now, this is like the 3rd time I've tried to do this, is to try and get a thingy okay, phew, there wasn't actually one there. Basically, there is a vulture over here somewhere. And you need a giraffe to be able to get it, because it's like up on a highland ridge sort of thing. Here it is. What? How did that miss? No! That ostrich was one of the last ones we needed. So I want another of the vultures as well. So far I've only seen the one new one, and that's the only place I've seen any like new one. Whew. So let us head off into the wilderness. Kabam. Also, there's another, so far we've got 5 out of 6 zebras and buffaloes, and 4 out of 6 ostriches and elephants. There it is. There is one of the last elephants that we needed. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a magical moment. The psychedelephant. Aww. What's his name? Punk the psychedelephant. And it's so easy to tame elephants because they can't like go into rampage, because otherwise they'll just throw you off and you won't be able to tame it, you know, obviously. So oh no, I missed it again. I just keep aiming wrong. No, I can't be bothered. So let's go into the zoo and work on your arrival. So this is the 5th out of the 6th elephant that we needed. And I think you can only get the last one. This elephant never let them man keep it down. The psychedelephant. So we have 5 out of 6, and we are very close to getting 5 out of 6 of these guys, and 5 out of 6 of these guys as well. I thought we only had 4 out of 6. I mean 3 out of 6, because we do have 4 out of 6, and still 2 out of 6 of these guys. So if we had a look on the map, basically the next section is the last on the savannah, and then we are on to what is probably going to be my favourite, the jungle map. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to go to the jungle? It's awesome. So let's head off once more, well, probably numerous times more, as this episode is like 10 minutes in or something. So basically we're looking for vultures and, more importantly, the last ostrich. That is what personally I really want to get. I've seen it twice so far, and that the one you saw this time was the second time. The only other time saw it when, like, you know, you die and you can see everything go past. I saw it in that, as I did with the psychedelephant. The psychedelephant is awesome, I think. And that's also the second time I've ever seen one of those guys. So, oh look, giraffes can hit things and then they go all wibbly wobbly, topsy turvy. Just gonna stick with the buffalo. Now we're gonna hop on a giraffe. Then we're gonna hop off a giraffe, and then we're gonna hop on a zebra. No! Thought that might happen. I really want that. I've tried to get it twice. Both times, yeah, I've landed on it. And, like, it swooped on the ground and I've hit something. And I'm like, oh no! I'm always facing the wrong direction. Like, when I'm about to get it, I always, like, misplace myself, so I like, fire in the wrong place. Wait, this is my chance. Yes! Okay, he's about to go rage. That is the 3rd time that has happened to me. The 3rd time. No, we have to do this. And I want the ostrich as well. But just when they swoop, there's so many animals. It is impossible to avoid them all. You're bound to hit at least one of them. I mean, I can only survive swooping in the first 2 areas, because, I mean, look at them. They're open, they're free, there are less animals, less obstacles, and it's just generally a bigger space. In the second one, more animals, more obstacles, more everything. And not in a good way. Whew. I was aiming for the vulture there. As you can see, I didn't aim very well. If I could have just got the vulture, like, the first time I landed on it, it would have all been so much better, because then I've got, like, a save in the bank. As it were. You know, I'm not, once I'm dead, I'm dead. I can watch an ad that I don't particularly care about. And, you know, that's all fine. What? Oh, fine. Okay. No! Oh. So unfair. Because there was no way I could have saved that. No way. Okay. I mean, I still have to try, but... I really want that other ostrich. just hadn't have died the first time, it would have been easier because then I've got like a save. Like waiting. Just get this guy to get me to where I need to. No. I swear, sometimes this game is so hard. Now, I haven't, apart from the Psychedelephant and the new vulture, and the new ostrich, I have not seen any other new, like, creatures or something new popping up. I mean, I was lucky with the Psychedelephant, because I swear I would never have gotten it otherwise. But I haven't seen the 6th creature of, like, any of these guys. And oh, my finger's going off the screen. I mean, it's no real excuse because, I mean, I was over here, and it was going off on the right-hand side of the screen when I was on the left-hand side of the screen, so I have no excuse there, really, but, it's just annoying when it happens, because it makes the game so much harder. I think you've got to ride on as fewer animals as possible, just because, so I'm gonna grab an ostrich here. Just because it's every time you jump, your lasso size decreases. So if I can stay on this guy for as long as possible. Then I'll have a longer lasso size for the end, and therefore getting. Oh, damn it. Or, you know, I could just die, and make all that irrelevant. Although, what is handy is that once I've got the upgrade on the giraffe habitat that allows me that when, itchy nose. That when you jump or / get catapulted off of a giraffe, it temporarily increases your lasso size. So that will mean that because the giraffe is the one I'm using to like get up and stuff. No! Oh! Look, it's gonna run past. There it is. Okay, but this is good. This is good because now we know. Well, now I have not got an itchy nose. And we know now that it will spawn at the 1,000 meter mark, which is going to be a lot easier to get an ostrich, which goes really fast. Trying to navigate it through a herd of creatures is going to be a lot easier when there are less creatures and less obstacles, and more space. Let's ride on a vulture. Ah, damn it. Okay, if we can just get up to that mark, then I think all will be fine. If it's there, because it'll be really good. Because then we've got the Psychedelephant and the. I really like that word, Psychedelephant. And the new ostrich. So 2 new creatures that will get us up to 5 and 5, and then there's only 1 more giraffe, which I haven't seen yet, and loads more vultures. Now we're going to try and stick on the ground, just in case, because, I mean, last time I was on the back of I should say, elephant, and I didn't spot it in time. And I think the same would go for the vulture as well. So we're just going to play it safe. fine. I don't care. I mean, I shouldn't have, but I think I shouldn't have because I shouldn't have. I should just make it a rule. Don't like watch the ads and stuff, or just generally get a revive if I'm not on what I want to be on. I'm really hoping that one of those ostriches spawns at 1,000 meters, because otherwise I may not be able to get it. Okay, let's just stay on this guy. Come on! Right, okay. So just over 1,000 coins. We need 1,000 coins to be able to get to the next level, but we also need to complete 12 missions. And thingy. Whew. And upgrade savanna habitats 4 more times. So I don't know whether we're going to get a different ship when we go to the jungle, or like an extension, because it definitely says savanna habitats, and I presume it's going to say jungle habitats when we get to that stage. Let's just hop on this ostrich. Buffalo, just to slow things down a bit, and miss that crate because my finger was slipping off. Right. You know what, I'm just going to continue. Okay, right, we just got to act like it's on the ground. That's completely unfair. I swear it's impossible. Okay, nearly at the end of the episode, I think, guys. Because we've got 3 creatures this episode, so it's not half bad. So what I am going to do is I think we're going to have you will have to complete all of the savannah before the jungle. Because I mean, I don't think you'll be able to go back. It doesn't particularly seem like you'll be able to. Okay, just on the lookout for anything new. Not seeing anything new. No, I really want that vulture. But it's nearly impossible to get it. It's ridiculous. And that was not fair. Whatever, I know I shouldn't, because then what's going to happen is I'm going to die and I'm going to have no lives left in the bank, or no possible saves, or I'm just going to die without even getting close to this vulture. Right, okay. So, missions. So by the looks of it, we're gonna have to wait like ages for the next to get it. How many more missions do we need? We need 11. So 10 times 6 is gonna be 600 hours, and that's not including when I'm sleeping or when I just am busy. So It's gonna be a while before the next episode of this, I think. Well, depending on when you're seeing this. One more go, and I'll keep ranting. Just because, I mean, so I need to get nearly everything before. So I'm afraid there's no real way I can show you guys everything. This is probably the most you're going to see, and then I'll just update you guys when we're ready to move on to the next section. And we need to upgrade savanna habitats 4 more times. So I think that'll be with the ones that have 5 creatures in them, which will be the ostriches, relatively soon. I just want to end the episode with that, just with an ostrich. Anyway, yes, that will be that. No, let's hop on the bull. No, it's not going to spawn. I was probably really lucky with the psychoed elephant. Doesn't mean I even got it, because probably doesn't spawn in this area very much. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Right, okay. Yes! Guys, we did it. We have got vulture on. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Stella. You were meant to be the one, Stella. I felt it, you know? Well, I'm glad I completely disobeyed my rule of not doing that whole thing with the ads. I am never using the Voltron. I'm never using Voltron ever again, because it is a pain to get. Oh! Just got a new high score. Oh yeah. So amazing we are. I don't know if there's like any more sections after this. Well, I mean, we set a new high score by nearly 400 meters, that's pretty good, I think. And more importantly, we got a new vulture. So let's have a look at the thing that took us so much trouble to get. Voltron is actually made up of tiny robot vultures. Vultures. So it is like the Marvel villain Ultron. Voltron. That's funny. Okay, well he's always going to be Voltron to me. So we now have 5 out of 6 elephants. We still haven't even seen the 5th giraffe, so I don't think it's even in the map. Haven't seen any other vulture, so I think it might just be. Oh, and before we end the episode, we are going to splash out. Landing charges on it. Yeah, sure, why not? Aww. And let's also splash out on these guys as well. Give our first 2 attractions a bit of attention, a bit of love. 450. Who's the next cheapest? 450. It's gonna be you guys, I think. Yeah, anyone except the vultures, basically. I think we're gonna go elephants. These guys are 500, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So I will go and grind some more money in my own time. I will also get this other ostrich. Yeah, so I'll get another ostrich. And I will do the other 11 missions required to get the next level. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.